Hey guys, so today in this YouTube video, what we're going to be doing, I'm going to do probably one of the most basic ideas I can right now, but it's probably gotten a bit interesting. It'll just be exploring curiosities again. We're back in Utah. We're going to look at the Great Salt Lake, um, biggest lake in Utah, obviously, and I think to its like largest lake in western USA. Because like there's the Great Lakes in eastern United States, so that's why. But in there, of course, has to be islands. There's like five. There's like much more islands than that. There's like this island here. I don't remember its name. Wait, I think it Carrington Island. Okay, but honestly, I'm just gonna do the three largest islands in the Great Salt Lake in a comparison video. Now, I compared one time, um, southeastern and southwestern Utah. I would expect a lot more of these comparison videos, either for teaching or exploring curiosities. Curiosities, I said that weird. Okay, starting off with the most famous out of all, Antelope Island. So, of course, you would expect a lot of photos on here. It's the most famous out of all. And look at this. It's a lot of snow on here. So, Antelope Island, I've been there. Um, I think too, most recent, I was there in October of 2023 for a school field trip. Um, so Antelope Island, based off of what I experienced while there, it's pretty grassy. Um, Hold on. It's in Davis County, Utah. And speaking of if we, it's kind of a little off topic for this, but if we get, I'm pretty much going to outline Davis County, Utah right here. Most of Davis County, Utah is just underwater. Well, Salt Lake claims. Well, not really, considering the Salt Lake's drying up. I also kind of want to show that in a video, but it's like, you can see it quite clearly in this. Okay. Okay, there. So, yeah, this was kind of what Antelope Island is like. Pretty much a lot of flies on it. Okay, you know what? I think I'll change this a bit. This is going to kind of be teaching geography just for the Antelope Island bit, but then the rest will be exploring curiosities for the sake of comparison. All right, but yeah, Antelope Island is full of grass and also mountains. The grass is kind of a yellowish grass. There's some trees, but not a lot. And I'm pretty sure nobody lives on it. There were a few things I saw that looked like buildings, but I don't think people live on this. Then there's flowers, and then you can see the mountains of Davis and Morgan County. Well, it's probably still Davis County, Utah. All right, so yeah, basically just the yellow grass. It's like I don't know how to describe it. Sorry, one sec. Can't can't have all these head scratches. Okay, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of just the drier grass, this yellowness. And then there's a ton of mountains and highlands above. And those mountains are also just made out of the same stuff, but there's more trees up there. And then, of course, there's the actual mountains of mainland Utah. Well, I say mainland. Utah is in fact doubly landlocked. It's just, this kind of acts like Utah's ocean a bit, I guess, if that makes sense. But then you can kind of see the lake out there, and you can kind of see how dry it is, because the Great Salt Lake is unfortunately drying up, and it has been for a while. So, on. Okay, that's. So this is kind of, yeah, I expected. There's a lot of signs on Antelope Island. Well, I'll look at another place soon. But yeah, Well, and also too, I should hurry up because this is almost becoming a full-on Antelope Island video, and I okay, now let's look at the Highlands. I don't know, has anyone I don't think oh wait, somebody's gotten a photo up in the Highlands. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So, from what you can tell, it is rocky up in the Highlands. I think too on my field trip in my school, I'm not going to connect everything to it, but we went up in the Highlands. It was rocky up there, but also there were just marked trails. And yes, it basically looked exactly like this. Just the dryish grass continues up, but then there's still like those bushes. Okay, not really trees. I don't know why I imagine those as trees. Now you can see a better picture of the mountains and the Great Salt Lake. Unfortunately, yeah, you can tell it's drying up. Man, and actually a ton has dried up. And then there's the mountains, of course. I should probably make a video in general saying how Great Salt Lake's drying up. All right, but so yeah, it's really just rocky like this. Keep in mind these are pretty beautiful rock formations. So I want to see. Wonder if we can get to like a whole other side. Um, this is not quite the area, but it kind of has the vibes of where I was. I think I don't know. It's difficult to think where I was. I don't know, but okay. One thing though I didn't know is, well, actually, I kind of expected Antelope Island to get snow, but it's just the grass is like pretty dry up there. That's why I didn't expect it. But yeah, there's actually I didn't realize it actually gets this much snow. Okay, now this place seems pretty familiar. This area up front seems familiar. But yeah, like when you're down low on Antelope Island, it feels like you're just on the beach or something. But then up high, now it feels like a lake, but still kind of feels like an ocean or a sea. Um, and then the shores are pretty muddy, like this. Um, it's like muddy shores a bit, and also too, it smells salty with the Great Salt Lake. I don't know. I think, well, it's quite obvious if my school took this route there. I just need to see this. So it kind of seems a bit red down here. I just I wish there were connected photos nearby. Whatever. I'm not going to waste too much time on this. That's all my knowledge about Antelope Island. Let's move on to the one I learned second, which was Fremont Island. Now, here's the thing, really quick, with Stansbury Island. I don't know how I almost forgot it. It's technically not an island anymore because the land around it dried up. Well, actually, it's kind of difficult to explain, but it's like it still meets the definition of island. It's just shallow land, but still. That's why I didn't know this. I only knew Antelope Island and Fremont Island when looking at my map. This, when appearing on my map, is just this area. This area is considered land. So yeah, that's land. Well, I think it's just this is considered land, but still. Um, which is why I didn't know about Stansbury Island, but now it makes much more sense, and it's the second largest. But let's get to Fremont Island, considering I learned that second. No clue about it, but there does seem to be okay. So there's some land connecting it. I was just thinking because of how famous Antelope Island is, it was like one of the only ones connected by land, but no, this is because I guess the shallowness. I don't know if there's a road to it or not. But alright, Fremont Island. Let's see what it's like. I don't expect a lot of photos, if not any. I don't know. It looks like there's trails here. So it actually seems like the same vibes, except it's kind of green here. And just there's not as much dried up land, I feel like, on these. Yeah, it's like not as much dried up land as Antelope Island had. Um oh, Fremont Island lower airstrip for airplanes and stuff. No. I was like, there's an airport here? If anything, it should be a national park or like protected land. And I was like, I mean, airports here. Okay, so yeah, similar to Antelope Island vibes. This time the county, it's not Morgan, Weber County. Wait. So yeah, that would be Weber County, I think. I just because Morgan County, I kind of remember the shape, and it doesn't have an island. Okay, there's like trying to look for the dried up stuff vibes right here, but I don't see it. Um, okay, but yeah. Overall, it's really similar to it. There's kind of to the dried up like land stuff, the red land stuff. Gosh, my head is so itchy. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, the highlands are pretty similar, except I don't see as much like bushes or grass or anything on it. Actually, it kind of seems like it's this over here. I don't know. It's kind of just rocky, just like Antelope Island. It's cool rock formations though. Man, one of these days I gotta learn what these are about. These just interest me. I kind of do know what they're about, but still difficult. All right. So how long have it has been 12 minutes. I'm thinking I'll get on Stansbury Island and then after that do the full conclusion at the end. Okay, Stansbury Island looks completely dry. Oh, there's actually photos. Wait, there was a photo. Here, let's just explore it and see what we can. In fact, too, let's see the most interesting part, and it's just the dried out land actually kind of making an interest. Now, there's these weird, I don't know, I like to call them colored pools. It's not what they are. So yeah, Stansbury Island doesn't seem to appear as an island on the map. So I wonder, this is land you can walk on, right? It's probably not recommended considering it's just shallow, muddy, etc. But technically you could just walk to it. And there's these colored pools, I like to call them. But yeah, now we're in Tooele County. Okay, yeah, that basically just looks like connected land. Now, the highlands look a lot taller. This kind of looks like southern Utah. Imagine I just took the screenshot right here. Where would you first say it is if I said it was in Utah as well? Would probably say southern Utah, but I don't know. It would depend on your knowledge. I just said and it looks kind of like it, but then up here, it kind of looks more like the Cedar City area or Tooele County, but another area because we're in Tooele County. Just okay. So there seems to be bushes. It's just difficult to tell up close. These look weird up close. Um, Oh wait, shoot. Oh wait, there are things on here. I assume it's because those weird colored pools. I gotta make a video about those at this point. Well, it's kind of a similar way, like not. Well, it's considered physical geography, but it's like I like doing nature of physical geography, but I don't know. I just gotta look into those. I know part of the reason why they exist, but I think. Sorry. like some full history behind the videos. Okay, so Stansbury Island. It seems that you can kind of, well, you can really tell dried out Salt Lake areas under it, but then just see by the coast, it's kind of difficult to tell because this looks like land, but it, considering years ago, probably actually wasn't because, yeah, because if this is dried up, because it's like you can see what was land and what wasn't. So these just originally exist. Oh, too, and like there's the Lake Bonneville history behind this. So basically, all of this is underwater, and like, well, with the Lake Bonneville, it's complicated as well. Can't remember the mountain range it was surrounded, so I don't know what parts were specifically surrounded. But most of Salt Lake City was underwater. So I think if Lake Bonneville still existed, well, I mean, of course, of the history, I would not live underwater, but it's like I would be underwater right now with the Lake Bonneville history. So yeah, the coast seems dried up, and Stansbury Island just seems entirely dried up. Man, I hate that. Sorry for all the head itching. I need to solve a problem for that in videos. I could just get a haircut on the back of my hair. I do that. And then there seems to be all of these things, but I guess that's for resources here. Oh, shoot. All right. Okay, yeah, now this is the full photo. Yeah, pretty dried up. Hold on. Some of the photo doesn't want to load in. But yeah, it's pretty dried up, but it's actually pretty colorful in these places, I'm not going to be honest. Where can we find another good photo? Okay, this still Stansbury Island, right? Okay, it's actually not too different, just looks a lot more dried is the thing. Okay, there's a photo up here. This is good. We need... Okay, yeah, so there's actually some cool rocks up here. I like this. I know it's weird to be amazed by rocks, but that's usually not just a geologist person thing, but I guess a Utah thing. Okay, so yeah, rocks around. Cute dog. They rot. So yeah, rocks. Actually not as dry as it appeared. Crazy. Wait, what direction does this face? Oh shoot, I don't want to lose the location. I think that was like facing here. Okay, it was facing like into Tooele County. I hope I didn't lose that photo. Somewhere. It's somewhere. Okay, good. So I feel like that's Antelope Island, I think. And then there's all the different counties like Davis County, etc., etc. And I kind of oh wait, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, where is the land kind of just connected with? I don't know. I think this area is like Tooele or something. I don't know. I feel like that's Antelope Island. It's gotta be. But yeah, similar vibes. Oh, there's two dogs. um, say down the mountain. So actually, still same vibes. Just looked drier, but I think it's just because Tooele is a drier county, and the Salt Lake's drying up. I guess. So all right. So I guess in conclusion, all these places are actually pretty much the same. Just I guess like not really forest vibes, but like just the green area, dry, but then rock, rocky, like nearly like savannas. I don't know, and all are basically the same. And then the Great Salt Lake's drying up a lot. Like these are starting to become connected, like Stansbury being connected to Tooele. And then just in general, you're seeing on the coast, like you could literally see what has been dried up versus not dried up. Like here, you can kind of tell this was dried up. I feel like I kind of want to do a video on my own about the Great Salt Lake drying up. It's just such a big issue that's like, I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, wait. Let's see. Uh, sorry, I just stare off into space for this. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.